Picture this: Alex Karp, CEO of Palantir, standing amidst the tech titans of Silicon Valley, metaphorically holding up a mirror and saying, "You've lost your way." Now, that's a dramatic headline waiting to happen. In his upcoming book, yes, Karp is adding "author" to his multi-hyphenate resume. He's not just critiquing the Silicon Valley culture but calling for a massive reset, a collaboration between tech and the US government to address real-world problems. Why does he think Silicon Valley has gone astray? Why does he believe the way to peace is to scare the living daylights out of America's adversaries? And how does Palantir plan to lead this charge? Silicon Valley was once the land of pioneers, building hardware that landed people on the moon, creating software that transformed businesses, and dreaming up innovations that changed the world. Fast forward to today, and Alex Karp isn't impressed. He claims that the Valley has become obsessed with the inconsequential, endless social media apps. The pursuit of likes instead of impact. Karp believes this isn't just a waste of talent but a dangerous detour. Why? Because while Silicon Valley focuses on dopamine-inducing distractions, America's adversaries are building technology with a clear mission: to win in a global power struggle. Cue Karp slamming down a metaphorical gavel and saying, "Enough is enough." Karp argues that Silicon Valley's reluctance to work with the government, fueled by ideological divides and mistrust, has left the US vulnerable. Think about it: military systems that are probably decades old. Bureaucratic inefficiencies that waste billions. A lack of cutting-edge AI to anticipate threats. While Silicon Valley builds filters to make your selfies look like flawless, Palantir is building software to track terror networks and optimize government operations. The contrast couldn't be starker. Karp sees government collaboration not as selling out, but as an essential duty. He's essentially telling Silicon Valley, if you're not building for the greater good, what are you even doing? So, how does Palantir fit into all this? By doing what Silicon Valley won't. 1. Cutting government costs. Palantir's software isn't just a fancy tool, it's a scalpel that slices through inefficiencies. Imagine saving billions by reducing redundant processes, optimizing logistics, or streamlining operations. 2. Increasing transparency. Karp envisions a government where decisions are data-driven and open for scrutiny. Transparency, he argues, builds trust, and trust builds legitimacy. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word "more." Just go ahead and type the word "more" so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. Example: Palantir's work with the US Department of Defense. By integrating massive datasets, the government can make quicker, smarter decisions, from battlefield strategies to disaster response. Now imagine this scaling to every government agency. That's not just a win for Palantir, it's a win for democracy. Here's where it gets juicy. Alex Karp recently made headlines with what he called his Christmas peace offering to America's adversaries. Spoiler alert, it's not cookies or goodwill. Instead, Karp's peace offering is fear. He said that, when they wake up, when they go to bed, while they're seeing their mistress, whatever they're doing, they're scared. At first, it sounds like the plot of a spy thriller, but Karp is dead serious. His philosophy is simple: if adversaries know the US has the most advanced tech that can predict, counter, and overwhelm their moves, they'll think twice about acting aggressively. This isn't about warmongering, it's about deterrence. As Karp says that, if you want peace in the world, that's how you do it. Now, let's talk AI. Could Palantir's tech become the backbone of global peacekeeping? It's not as far-fetched as it sounds. Imagine this: AI that predicts geopolitical tensions before they escalate. AI that optimizes humanitarian aid during conflicts, ensuring resources reach the right people. AI that monitors global treaties in real time, flagging violations instantly. Palantir is already working on AI tools that augment human intelligence, not replace it. This is key because Karp believes in empowering people, not sidelining them. With AI and human collaboration, Karp envisions a future where peace isn't just a hope but a calculated outcome. If Silicon Valley doesn't heed Karp's advice, what's at stake? For starters, losing the tech war to nations like China, which are aggressively advancing in AI and cybersecurity. Missing out on billion-dollar opportunities in government contracts. Becoming irrelevant in shaping the future of global power dynamics. It's a harsh reality, but Karp isn't sugarcoating it. And frankly, why should he? Palantir isn't just talking about collaboration, it's doing it. From partnering with the Department of Defense to revolutionizing healthcare logistics during COVID-19, Palantir has proven that tech and government can work together effectively. What sets Palantir apart is its philosophy: build tools that work well with existing systems. Focus on outcomes, not just shiny features. Empower users to make better decisions, faster. This isn't just a recipe for success, it's a roadmap for the future. Karp's vision isn't just about criticizing Silicon Valley, it's about offering solutions. Here's what he possibly suggests. 1. Rebuild trust with the government. Tech leaders need to engage with government agencies, not distance themselves. 2. Focus on impact, not vanity. Instead of chasing the next viral app, Silicon Valley should prioritize innovations that solve real problems. 3. Adopt transparency. Whether it's in algorithms or operations, openness builds credibility. Alex Karp isn't afraid to ruffle feathers. His critique of Silicon Valley, his unapologetic support for government collaboration, and his philosophy of peace through fear all point to a leader who isn't just thinking about the next quarter but the next century. Palantir is already proving that tech can be a force for good, whether by making governments more efficient or keeping adversaries in check. The question is, will Silicon Valley follow Karp's lead, or will it continue down its path of irrelevance? If there's one takeaway from Karp's vision, it's this. The future doesn't belong to those who play it safe. It belongs to those who dare to think differently, act boldly, and, yes, scare their adversaries into submission. So, here's to Alex Karp, a philosopher CEO, a disruptor, and maybe the tech world's last best hope for meaningful change. As we delve deeper into the potential long-term impact of Alex Karp's vision, it's important to remember that Palantir isn't just a software company, it's an institution that is shaping the very fabric of how governments and businesses operate. Karp's insistence on the symbiosis between the private sector and the public good could be the guiding light for the tech world's future. Palantir's core mission is simple: to integrate data, decisions, and operations in the most efficient way possible. Their platform is built to make sense of massive data sets, identify patterns, and enable decision-makers to act faster and more intelligently. The focus is clear: Palantir isn't just selling software, it's providing a powerful tool that transforms raw data into actionable intelligence. Imagine a government office with tens of thousands of documents, datasets, and records. Palantir's software would sift through this mountain of information, extract insights, and flag the most relevant points for decision-makers. This would not only speed up operations but would also reduce costly mistakes caused by inefficient information management. Here's where the game-changing part comes in: if the U.S. government could operate more efficiently, with less wasted money and fewer bureaucratic roadblocks, the impact on the national budget would be enormous. For example, think about the money that could be saved just by optimizing how the government allocates resources for healthcare, defense, or education. The implications are vast. Palantir is already demonstrating this in the private sector, working with big names like Airbus, helping them optimize operations and save costs. But if this model scales to governments, particularly those operating with bloated budgets or outdated systems, the results could be nothing short of revolutionary. It's our privilege that God, the creator of heaven and earth, will bless us abundantly, make us the head and not the tail if we love him and obey his commandments. Please acknowledge him in your plans and he will direct your paths. Proverbs 3 verses 5-6. If you have watched the whole video until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps to build wealth. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you highly motivate me to continue bringing to you educative and transformative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and wisdom. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support is appreciated so much. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Thank you. See you in the next video by God's grace. We love you, and blessings to you.